Hi guys, what's up? So hopefully we get a lot done today. We got a lot ahead of us. So today we're gonna be working on pillar plastics, handles, sun visor, some headliner stuff. Basically I want to get all the plastics and everything done inside the cab, except the dash basically. So like for the headliner pigtail, I'm not sure where I want to mount that plug until we get where I figure out what I want to do with the plastics. Because I've actually never mounted a plug on the driver's side before, so that's a first for me. So I want to make sure I get that plug mounted right, and then I can make my correct length for the wire. And then we're going to be working on the pillar kit for the headliner and for the seat belt. So I'm going to show you how to do that, and then the pillar bracket handle for the A pillars. So we do A, B, and C pillars. I'm going to show you what's involved with those. We're gonna be messing with the doors a little bit today on the door panels. I still have a bunch of deadener to fix on those and wiring and stuff, because this mirror switch actually isn't even wired. I don't know, it's just zip tied there and then ends there. And then this lock one doesn't need to be 10 feet long. So got a lot of wiring to fix. And then once we get, most of the plastics situated, then I can go ahead and finish the body harness. And then after we get all the plastics done and seat belts in, then we can finish the body harness, and I'll do the seat harnesses, center console harness, and then tie in the dome lights right there. So we got a lot to do today. It's hot today, so we might need to go crack some cold ones to keep keep this blood flowing before I pass out because it's so hot. But other than that, let me go ahead and just show you what we're working with. So we got all the 2012 plastics. We've got just about everything. I don't think we're actually missing anything. Got everything, yeah, even the little clippies for the sun visors. Even got the new seat belt. I'm gonna show you how my pillar kit helps you get these on, because we do not use the old sliders. I only use the new ones, okay guys? So I'm gonna show you how to put these on. And then we're gonna do all the stuff you need for the door panel. So we got the correct inner window weather stripping seal, whatever. We're just gonna run the new door handles because they look pretty. And we got the correct new door cups, and then we got my pillar kit. And what this takes care of is I make an A bracket for the A pillars, those guys sitting right there, and then the B pillar right here, and this is a bracket I make for the lower mount on the seat belt. I'll show you how to put that in there. And those are for the C pillar. Those are the easiest to put in, but other than that, this is like my little pillar kit. It comes with all the hardware that you see and all the hardware you're gonna need. So we can start with putting that in. Probably just I'll start with the C pillar. Let me get all this stuff in the truck. Let me get it all situated, and we'll be back. Axel's out here sunbathing. Aren't you, buddy? All right, bye. Axel, say hello to the people. All right, whatever. You're not a cameraman today. All right, guys, so we got our pillar kit and pretty much everything laying here. So we're gonna start with the right hand side, basically. This one. So yeah. So we're gonna start with the C pillar. There's usually a little plastic clip here. Take that off, but keep it. We're gonna need it. Now this thing has a little clippies, so you don't really have to, do much besides get it up in there and click it in place. That's pretty much it. Pull the weather stripping, get it behind the weather stripping like this, and then get that white clippy that I just had that I freaking lost. Where did it go? There it is. This guy. Make sure you keep that. Son of a biscuit. All right, you grab it and you put it back in the hole, and voila. And then if you want, you can go ahead and put tape and put like one of these things on there, and also click it in right here. You could do that too. So I might maybe I might put it in there like that. That's what I'm talking about. I still need to figure out how I'm gonna mount this, so we're not there yet, but we got the pillar plastic in for the C. That's pretty much it. Now this one, the B, we're not using these old sliders at all, so we're gonna go ahead and unscrew them with the handy dandy Milwaukee 10,000. It's a T50. Save your nuts and bolts too, okay? Whoops, save that. All right, so first step, we're gonna grab maybe this right hand one, This one's pretty simple. It just hooks in right there. Wait, no, actually, skip that step. We're gonna need to run this first, okay? Now everything's gonna be M12, so that should just screw into there. Make sure you do rock the spacer, and then we're gonna figure out the bottom. So let me go ahead and get the top screwed in. Let me go ahead and grab that because we're gonna need that bolt. And this is where this bracket's gonna come in. So let me go ahead and get set up and show you how this works, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so we got the new one mounted. All I've done so far is mount the factory top part. So we're just using the original 2012 bolt and this spacer, okay? You need them both. I'm gonna show you how my bracket works on the bottom. So slide that up. Went ahead and I used a different bolt because the original one this comes with has a weird spacer, plastic spacer on here, and then it has an M10. So the bolt they originally used on 2012 doesn't work for the setup that we're doing here. And you can't use one of the old bolts because that hole is way too big. This head will just slip right through. So you need to go find your own bolt. And I found this one out of, you know, just a stash pile of bolts this guy had laying around. And so basically it's T50 here and T50 on the top. So it's cool that they'll match. The same thing will take them out. And now if you can see what my bracket kind of does, it's not rocket science because you can't match it in the old hole. The old hole is off. But now we can run a sheet metal screw there and a sheet metal screw there and call it a day. And the cool part on these cabs, if you don't know which side's your right and left, look at that, they're labeled for you. So if we go to the next one, you know, install this. Oh shit, what? Right to right. Okay, so just, you know, right's for passengers. So now that we got this where we kind of want it, we can go ahead and run a sheet metal screw on both sides. So we can go choo choo, and then we can go ahead and tighten that. So I think I'm gonna start including this bolt on my kits. That was the one thing that I probably didn't include because I said, hey, just use a factory bolt. And that's what that one is. The thing is, sometimes it's hard to find one that's in this length. You know, it's just a little stubby, M12. I think I'm gonna include these on my kit. So from now on, don't worry about these. How I made it was, I just found a long bolt, a spare one, and I just cut it right where that nut's at and then backed the nut off. And boom, we just had our stud and the nut. So other than that, be careful when you do that. If you do that, I accidentally cut my finger in half. It's a lot worse than it looks. It didn't get to the bone or anything fancy, just cut the skin. So other than that, let me run these two sheet metal screws. Let me bolt this sucker in, and then the next step's gonna be this bad boy, which is also labeled with an R, so you can't get it backwards. Okay guys, so yeah, all right, let me get this all bolted in so you can see what it looks like. If my camera would focus any better today. So gang gang. Okay guys, so I got the grab handle bracket mounted on there with the two sheet metal screws. Got this one mounted on there nice and straight, and everything. So now we're gonna officially put this on for one last time. Should be pretty cool. So let me grab my drill bits. Snug. Bring it up, and voila, there's our hole. Grab our little stubby, get it going, come in here, and voila. And there's our C pillar or B pillar. So now the last step we're gonna be is, yeah, this guy. This one's pretty easy. So let me scoot this lamp over. I need to pull this down a little bit, let down a little bit, and then so basically, because we got to get up in there. So let's see. And then it does just click into place. There are slots for it, and see, boom, it's already like up in there. So, but what I like to do is take a sheet metal screw and run it in there just because I think it could use the extra support. So I'm gonna grab a sheet metal screw, look at my drill. I think my camera's having a hard time focusing because this is dark and that's bright today. And yeah, pretty much that's it. That's pretty much it for the B pillar. And voila. So boom, we got our new seat belt. Yeah, my bad. Focus, there we go. So yeah, boom, now our new plastic will be able to click into these. We got our full seat belt slider. And then we got our grab handle one. So this is why there's these screw holes. So these are M5s. And yeah, and then you got your M12 ready to go. So the reason I did it crooked is you could, come on camera, you can see it's got to really slip into that area. If this part was any lower, it would be underneath this, causing this bracket to sit up. So that's why it's crooked, but still the same shit, works just as fine. So booyah. All right, now for the A pillar, we got this one. My camera's just not having the focus and going today. So we got this guy. This one's pretty simple. You got your 2 bolt holes there, and then you got your 2 bolt holes down there. You mount it in, and then you run your A pillar on those 2 long studs sticking out. So let me go ahead and let me mount this, because it's going to take 2 hands, and I'll show you how to do the A pillar, and then that's pretty much it for the pillars. So heck yeah. All right, so I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I want to talk about the A pillars, because there is a little bit of confusion with these on how to mount them properly. I get a lot of guys say, hey man, it's not fitting, my shit's an inch plus off, it is not correct, like I don't know what's up with this bracket's way off, like, you know, I've got like an inch right here, you know, I've got it sticking up in the windshield to where, you know, I can look right here and I'll be seeing inside the handle. Bro, I don't know what to do. So I mounted it, I didn't bend it, I didn't do nothing to the bracket, I didn't do anything. If I have to modify anything, it's to bow the holes out left and right, because sometimes, you know, maybe I'm off on that hole, maybe just like a 1/16 of an inch when I drilled it. But other than that, if you see like that one, these 2 right here, I didn't bow out. These 2, you can see I bowed out just a little bit, and then it bolted in like a glove, you know. You don't want to force it in, so it don't hurt to bow these out when you mount it. Now these 2 for the top, these are the 2 right here. Those ones I usually don't ever have to mess with, but you can see this thing's right on the money. Look, it's curving on the bottom of the windshield, is coming up, is grabbing that headliner grate all the way around, and you know, didn't modify this bracket at all. At all. I mean, shoot, I built these last night. So I mounted it on there because it takes 2 hands, and I thought it'd just be easier to show you it already done and show you everything. So okay, so it uses these are just 1/4 20, not metric. That's what goes here and here. Now if these brackets are way off for you, it's because you're mounting them wrong. Okay, so just make sure if you mount them on the inside, they're gonna be off. Okay, you're gonna be offsetting it the wrong way. Like, you know, you could flip-flop this thing, you could put it upside down, you could put it a lot of ways. So maybe I'll start writing on there, hey, this is the top inside windshield side. You know, maybe I'll start writing that on there. But if you're doing it wrong, it's because you got it mounted wrong. Okay guys, I mean, you can see I have not modified this. Oh my god, I wish I could wait, there we go, that might be a better angle. Wait, don't zoom in. God, my camera work today is not great, it's too bright. Oh, okay, there we go. So I didn't modify this thing at all. It's not, I didn't bend it, I didn't tweak it, it's nothing, you know, it's just, it bolted right in. Other than that, I just used this to bolt it in. So you got, these are your 6mm bolts, and they take an 8mm. So see. So yeah, you can see my bolt holes. You know, they're pretty much on the money. So other than that, ow! Oh, just hurting myself all day today. But other than that, I mean, that bracket's not really modified. It didn't. Here's the driver's side. I haven't even put that one in yet. You can see they're perfectly identical. So I don't bend it, I don't tweak it. They're still at 90 degrees. That's how it should be. So just there's a little confusion on this. I hope this video helps you install my pillar kit better, like a pro, you know, like me. Just don't cut your finger in half. Other than that, the newest addition that I have made it a standard that comes with my kit is these. So sometimes I've been able to get away with mounting it straight, sometimes I haven't. I don't know if Ford moved this elbow a little higher or whatnot, but that covers the C pillars, and now your stuff click in there to click in the back, and we'll pretty much be ready to rock and roll. So alright guys, so yeah, that's gonna end this video. Hope you learned something. Basically, you know, let me show you a couple more things that you might want to know. So as you know, on the A pillar, I use my own 2 bolts right there. I beefed them up just because I think they're a little bit better than the stock ones. Now the stock ones you are going to have to hit out of here. As you can see, I already did it on the 2. But a cool note that you can use is after you hit them out, they're these guys, and they're actually the correct ones that go in here. Not that these aren't the correct ones, they'll work. So I'm just saying these ones are the same ones that the Ford uses here. I just don't have access to a bunch of these in bulk. So if you want, you can ditch mine, and you can run this one, okay? They're both the same thread, both M5 and everything. If I can screw in a bolt. Jeez, come on. Man, I didn't know what I was doing there for a minute. So yeah, you screw it in, ready to go, rock and roll. And that's another tip and trick on the pillar kit. And there's one down there and one up there, so you'll actually have 4, and you'll get 4. So pretty cool. What else I gotta tell you? The pillar kit, it's usually $250. I've had guys do this. Don't be this customer that tried to piece it together, and then they're like, "Hey Zach, I already bought all the pillar kit stuff from Ford. How much is it for this stuff?" I'm like, "Well, how much was all that stuff from Ford?" And I think it's like 130, 140, maybe 150 bucks for all the stuff from Ford. Subtract that from that, you know, it ends up being like $100-something for my brackets. And they're like, "Oh man, I thought it'd be a bunch of money saved if I just got my own stuff from Ford." And it's like, why? Come on, man. What are you like trying to save? Like $2? Like, I want to upcharge the parts. I don't upcharge my parts that I get online, whether it be from Ford, because I'm probably already on Ford buying stuff. It's not going to take me a whole extra muscle to add one more quantity to the freaking cart. Not a big deal to me. Or like the swap helper stuff. I've had guys who buy, you know, they're like, "Hey Zach, I already bought the cluster helper and swap helper. You know, how much to build my dash stuff?" And I'm like, well, same price we talked about before. Just, you know, just swipe out the swap helper stuff. Like, "Oh man, Zach, I thought it'd be a lot cheaper if I got my own parts." And it's like, why, man? It's still the same labor's happening, brother. You know, just because you got the parts, we still got the same parts, and the same labor still has to happen on them parts. You didn't save no money, man. "Oh, what, man? I thought it'd be a lot cheaper." Nah, it's still the same labor, man. Still the same labor. It's just wasting your dime. When I could have I got the parts right here, man. You didn't have to buy them. I got them right here. Oh man, how much is everything? Well, subtract what you paid for, and that's the rest of the tab. So yeah, and then, you know, I got the guys that are like, "Oh man, Zach, none of your hardware fits. It doesn't fit." And there's always like 1 out of 10 guy that does this. It's like, man, you're putting it in wrong or something. Like, righty tighty, lefty loosey. Come on, man, come on. You know, and same thing for this. Make sure, you know, this is an M12 bolt. Don't be using no M10 that's on there. Okay, it's M12. There's always that one guy, "Man, I really wanted to use the factory bolt in the factory space." Man, no, just go get a new truck then. You know, if you're not gonna listen to me, you know, don't be that guy. But let's say you got your whole interior, new interior, and you happen to already get those parts because they came with your interior. That does happen. That's cool. Just let me know. "Hey Zach, I already got them. How much for the rest?" Boom, falls us right back in the category. It's whatever the labor and parts was to build my brackets. So subtract those and it's still the rest of that. So it's still the same thing, you know, just and then you know, obviously this bracket kit isn't rocket science. You know, you can go ahead and build your own, more power to you. But don't hit me up and ask me for the dimensions, what metals I used, what bolts everything is, and dimensions on all my stuff. Nah, don't do that. Don't be that guy. Come on. You're trying to save a couple bucks, you're gonna have to put your mind to it. So other than that, my little kit's $250. It's gonna come with the A-pillar brackets with all that hardware, so you get your 4M6s for each side, and then you get your quarter 20s to mount this bad boy. And then on this side, you're gonna get the grab handle bracket with the sheet metal screws and the M5s. And then you're gonna get your seatbelt, lower seatbelt relocation bracket. That's what I'm gonna call it, with the sheet metal screw. I'm gonna include the M12. And then it comes with the B-pillar plastic. Now I do get this from Ford. I'm not gonna lie, these brackets are a rip-off from Ford. These ones, I think they're like 15 bucks a pop. So what, $30? These ones are like 30-something dollars each. So then you get 4 of them. I think it's like 120. I think you're almost 100, 140, 150 from Ford for those parts. So really, just my brackets and the hardware and all this stuff's like 100 bucks. Okay. So you're really not saving much if you go to Ford, unless you get them for a couple bucks, maybe. But other than that, all it's gonna come for the C-pillar is that bracket, the easiest one. So you saw what I had laid out on the table in the beginning of the video. That's what it's gonna come with. It does not come with the actual seatbelt adjusters. Now you can go ahead, and I've seen guys retrofit the old sliders on the new sliders, a combination of them both. You can go ahead and run that. I'm not a fan of it. I like this setup. It's just, you know, just the way I do it. So other than that, if you got any questions, let me know. Oh shit, almost just died, just tripped. So other than that, hope you all have a good day. I'm gonna crack a like back on this. Stay tuned, watch the next video, because it's gonna be about seat belts and pillar plastics and important stuff. Okay, I'll watch you watch it. All right, bye.